Hi, you guys. It's Mr. Richard, and I am headed into the studio to make some instructional videos on a few things. And a lot of my topic, sorry about that loud truck. Um, the topic that I'm going to be working on today is going to be stability and mobility. Okay, so in the fitness industry, the personal trainers and group fitness instructors are a lot of their subject matter is based on the stability and mobility being equal. And if you've ever been injured and you're working with a physical therapist, that's two of their guiding principles for your rehabilitation is making sure that you have the stability in your joints as well as the mobility in your joints and your muscles as well. And in dance, we don't normally say so much about stability and mobility as we talk about flexibility and strength. Okay, so when it comes to flexibility and strength, flexibility is equivalent to mobility, and stability is equivalent to strength. But a lot of times when we're in the studio, we're talking about balance and control. Okay, so they're all the same thing: stability, mobility, strength, flexibility, and balance and control. Okay, so they must equal. Okay, that's one of the things that we want to stress, especially in during this time where we're not in the studio as often, and we are working a lot on our own. We want to make sure that we are not overdoing either one. It's kind of like always leaning to your right. When you do your turn, you're going to consistently fall to the right. So that means that your left side is not as strong as your right side, and as long as you continue to do it, you're always going to be slightly a little off balance because one side doesn't match the other. So the take-home message is, if you are working on your balance right now, or if you're working on strengthening your balance, if you are working on any of these core skills or strengthening any of your core fundamentals that you're going to be able to carry over when you get back into the studio, the balance has to exist. And I think a lot of times the flexibility is what's showcased so much in dance that we forget that you cannot have tremendous flexibility without the ability, the strength, the stability to control that flexibility. So it doesn't matter if you can extend your leg behind your head and reach your foot around and scratch your opposite ear. It doesn't matter if you have that kind of flexibility if you don't have enough strength to control that flexibility. So it's kind of wasted. It's like having all the muscles in the world to pick up 18-wheeler, but all you ever really lift is a grocery bag. So what good does it do you to have all of that strength if you never use it? Same thing with your flexibility. It does you no good to have a tremendous amount of flexibility without the strength to control that mobility that you have. So make sure as you're working, don't just stretch. Make sure you're getting your strength training exercises in. And lots of times we don't want to do our strength training exercises because they're hard, and they're hard because we don't do them. Fix it. Okay, that's a key Mr. Richard phrase right there. Fix it. If you can be flexible, you can be strong. If you can be strong, you can be flexible. Okay? And we'll see you when we get back into the studio. All right, take care.